Shalom, giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Avakodash, the one soul apostles, of great millstone, do well. Peace, love, and blessings also to you, brothers on the highways and byways, giving diligence, making call and action sure, and also blessings to the very few sisters out there listening, learning, and believing. I'm that fellow of Kanakla coming at you once again with another lesson, Lord's will through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai. This lessons edifying and exhorting. And this is basically be watch, one of those watchmen lessons. And, I think about the brother up in New York, GMS Watchman. Okay, pursuant to this verse here, Isaiah 62:6, it says, I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem. And those are the men, the prophets, that the Lord has possessed, basically, with the Holy Spirit to watch and for his coming, to wait on him, to watch the signs, and to go out and prophesy and proclaim these things and to warn the people. That's why those men, they won't stop. They can't stop. All right. Because the Lord has put that spirit on him. I've said, watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem is your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay. The true biblical Israelites, a people before a place. So the people of Jerusalem are you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. This which shall never hold their peace, day nor night, and that's just the constant output and going forth of this word being prophesied, okay, all over the world. It says, ye that make mention of Yahweh, keep not silence. Okay, so we've been commanded to watch and to speak of these things and to hold not our peace. It says, and give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth. The parable of the unjust judge, if the unjust judge will grant the widow her wishes or her prayers, were more the just, the blameless, the almighty Yahweh Shemiel Shai. Okay. So the point is, I've said watchman. So here it is. The watchman here is, we just had a Microsoft technical difficulties, if you will, last week. Okay. Or, how he has some sort of a cyber attack or power outages. But here it is. As you can see, here's just one article. Power outage in France. French fiber cable sabotage during Olympics, causing network outages. And this is prophesied, if you will, on the left-hand side by Carl Schwab. I believe that's his name. But, this was already spoken of. Everything that you see that's taking place, all right, is scripted. It's already been planned long ago. And, now, as scriptures say, the vision shall speak and not lie. So here it is. So we're looking at a lights out scenario. All right, that's what's taking place. Those are the signs. Lights out scenario, where they will basically be able to reset this whole system. So French fiber cable sabotage during Olympics 14 hours ago. Major power outage hits large parts of Paris 2 days ago. French internet cables cut in act of sabotage that caused outages across country 11 hours ago. All right. It says fiber optic internet cables across France have been cut in an apparent act of sabotage, resulting in outages across the country. The attacks on French internet infrastructure were committed Sunday night. So this was yesterday, according to Secretary of State of Digital Affairs, Marina Ferrari, who on X said the cable sabotage only had localized consequences for internet, landlines, and mobile networks. And this will also usher in a famine of the word. Okay, because as you can see already, the spirit, those that have been basically delegated and authorized to receive the 100% truth. And, we speak about the elders of Great Millstone from on down to all the other brothers in Great Millstone. There's no more debating, no dialoguing. It is what it is. If you can't get it, it is what it is. And here it is. The internet is, in trouble, if you will. All right. Because it's happening. So, as one of the Rockefellers said, the internet should have never been invented. So they have to basically cut off communications. When you declare, that's an act of war. You take out the enemy's communications, and how most majority of people are communicating is through internet. Alternative news, all that is basically, produced through the internet. Okay, so this is just, a warning before. So get it while you can. Once the internet and the power is cut, all hell is going to break loose, man. Here it is, right before the elections, these things are taking place. Okay, so let's get in the scriptures, Jeremiah 30:7, because a lights out scenario will definitely usher in a time of trouble. Okay, because the people are basically heavily dependent on this technology, electricity, internet. All right, that's a big part of this modern society, the internet and electricity. Okay, because without electricity, your food spoil. You have no central air and heat. So whether it's the middle of the summer or dead winter, electricity is out. That's it, man. Okay. The pumps where you get your fuel for your cars, the pumps are ran off electricity, your water, so on and so forth. So it's the perfect storm, all right, for the Jacob's trouble to take place. Jeremiah 30:7, which this is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, and we already see signs of it, man. Come on. Power outage will definitely usher in the hour of Jacob's trouble, because in that time you're not going to be able to call 911. Okay. It says the last for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And elect, all right, those that believe in Yahweh Shai, that showing their faith by their works. We're going to be in the midst of this power outage, which will basically pave the way for a famine. We're going to be in the midst of all these things, but the Heavenly Father is going to preserve us. Okay? He's going to keep us in this time, as saith the scriptures, to keep us alive in famine. Okay? So, next precept I have is Matthew 24:42. It says, watch ye therefore. All right, and you ask average Israelite or so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, hey, did you hear about the power outages in France? Or prior to that, week before that, the Microsoft outages or Microsoft technical difficulties? They won't tell you. They can't say anything about it. But here it is. When they wake up in the morning, they gonna flick that switch, and that light bulb isn't gonna receive any electricity. And once their phone die, all right, they ain't gonna be able to charge their phone. Okay? Things are about to take place. Things are about to happen, man. If you have to be a discerner to the spirit, this is the time. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. That's why we're watching. We're seeing these things. Okay? We're watching. We're on our guard. All right? And majority of people, it's not a big deal. They think, it's just life is just going to continue as is. or normacy biases. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would have not suffered his house to be broken up. So we sitting up watching, okay, which is why we're reporting on these things. Because these are key things, because, this is going to usher in the MOTB, Revelation 13, the mark of the beast, which is a sea hip, okay? Because once everything comes back online, once the power do come back on, you're not going to be able to just log on to the internet. You got to have your digital ID, which is going to be enforced by the MOTB. You have to have that. And the MOTB, the infrastructure, the technology, has already been around us, man. All right, it's this one restaurant, that I used to go to years ago. Old restaurant. And long story short, I had to go there recently. I haven't been there in years. But here it is. I believe it's called a kiosk, where you punch a number and you put your card in, whatever the case may be. Man, years ago, I would go to that spot, swipe my card or whatever, or pay cash. But that same kiosk, all right, because my card, and the Lord do things for a reason, man. My card, I guess the chip on my card, for me having other cards and pulling it in and out of my wallet, my chip on my card basically is worn down. So every time I put it inside of a reader, it doesn't read. So basically I got to go back to the bank and get a new card and say, hey, my chip isn't working, because the computer can't pick it up because it's basically being worn down from bringing it inside of my wallet. So I've been forced to use cashless payments such as Apple Pay because I possess an iPhone. And I say that to say that spot, that restaurant that I used to go to years ago, I say, hey, do you have Apple Pay? He said, yeah, we got all that. That old ass machine has Apple Pay capabilities. Goes to show you that this technology has always been there. All right, it's capable of it. All right, it's already here. That's that trench being laid about thee. Okay, Jerusalem, meaning the people being besieged. It's already there. This technology is already there, man. Okay, go show you this thing has been thoroughly planned and thoroughly thought out. So we watching. But know this, that good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would have not suffered his house to be broken up. Therefore be ye also ready. For in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Who then is that? Is a faithful and wise servant whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household to give him meat and due season as the reward. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing. That's you keeping the faith. Verily, I say unto you that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. All right. But if the evil servant shall say in his heart, meaning in his mind, my Lord delayeth coming, he shall begin to smite his fellow servants and to eat and drink with the drunken. The Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him. So he ain't paying attention to these prophecies, man. Okay? And that's dudes that have went back into the world. They're not looking at the prophecies. Once again, ask them about this power outage in France. And prior before that, there was a global power outage that also affected the United States as well. All right? Ask them, they don't know. They're not paying attention. So they looketh not for him in an hour he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder. and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, because that's that pain that's getting ready to come, man. The same shall know after death by pain. So I'll leave it there. Watching, man, watching. Brothers, man, this prophecy's in full swing. You got to be watching, got to be on your guard. Pray for strength, pray to endure, pray for mercy, beg for mercy, because we're going to need it in these last times. But also go into these times of confidence, man. So that, Lord, soul, and let it find, giving all praises to Yahweh Shai. Till next time, say shalom.